Hey, 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 it's your boy saying, welcome to Vanilla Gaming. Let's go! What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're gonna try to get ourselves Daryl Dixon. Hell yeah! He's one of the main casts of The Walking Dead that is now part of the gameplay here in Last Shelter Survival. And in order to get him, we need some crossbows, because the Wheel of Fortune only requires crossbows in order to get the fragments, which you can see right now in this video. And these are all fragments of Daryl Dixon, and in order to get a medal for him, you need 200 out of 200 fragments to just get one medal. And in order to max out his skills, we need a bunch of medals, and I'm sure you guys have already seen the charts of previous SP heroes. We need a lot of them for opening the 5th and the 8th skill of the hero. So here you are. As you can see, the estimate of 200 crossbows, you'll get at least 6 to 8 of the copies for Daryl, and basically you'll be able to open up some of his important skills. As you can see here, I am opening up his basic skills from Dictator to the 4th skill, and as you can see, his main troop is going to be shooters, so a shooter lineup. And the first 4 are usually free. You'd be able to just level them up with your usual wisdom medals and some blue medals and the violet medals. But unfortunately, as per example of the previous SP heroes from seasons ago, the 5th skill as well as the 8th skill will require a lot of copies for this hero, and I've been getting a lot of messages and comments regarding, having 2 SP heroes in Maggie Green, which is also one of the main characters of The Walking Dead that's part of Last Shelter Survival now. And she was released actually in tandem with Daryl, and this video will only be about Daryl, and it may be costly for you guys to max out 2 SP heroes at once. There's no rush. As you can see, even the latter gen and Azure, there were a couple seasons that the devs would put the Wheel of Fortune or the Fortune Wheel back for those heroes, for those players or commanders who won't be able to max them out on the first round. So with that being said, don't worry if you don't get to max your SP heroes just yet. There will be time for you guys to do it in the next seasons. I'm sure the devs will give us some time, just like last time. However, I'm also getting some hate mail regarding 2 SP heroes or spender heroes being released. Hey guys, come on now. We all know, for those who have been playing Last Shelter Survival for so many years now, we all know that the game is PTW, or pay to win. So what makes it fun though is, you've seen those Edens. We've been in a lot of Edens and seasons together, that we all know that the best guilds and the best alliances that win the Eden is usually led by a whale spender. So by saying that, and if you've been part of those guilds and alliances that have took over Eden maps, it's kind of a hypocrisy for us to kind of complain about, oh no, there's a new SB hero being released. Oh my god, another hero to spend on. Like, bruh, the game is PTW. We've known that since like ever the game has ever been released. We've come to know players that would win the game because they spend more than other players, and that's just how the game goes. So I'm sure a lot of players will agree with me that even though some players can do that, can spend and be much more stronger and much more powerful than you, it still doesn't beat the strategy and the camaraderie which comes along with this game. Which means you and me both, even the regular spenders or the non-spenders, can still contribute and make their part in the team in order for you to win the gameplay of certain events. And that's just the beauty of the game. You don't have to be all whale spenders in the game, but the team play and the cooperation and the coordination it takes for you to win a certain event is definitely what makes this game fun. So as I was saying, we're gonna go back to the game just because I think I had a segue there a little bit from all the comments that I've been getting regarding these two SP heroes. But here you are, I'm still opening some of the crossbows and trying to get more skill levels opened for this hero. It took me a couple of tries. I wasn't that lucky compared to other people who I'm sure got more copies with their like 200 or 100 crossbows. So without further ado, I have tried and tested it on two combinations or formations so far, just because I know it's going to be a good combo with other heroes with normal attack. So let's go ahead and try this baby out with a maxed 5th and 8th skill of Daryl Dixon. And I'm gonna mesh him or go in combination with Maggie, since I'm sure they will be a good combo with each other because they buff each other's normal attack damage. So my Maggie is not maxed out yet though. Her 5th and 6th skill is not maxed. It's just level 4 and level 6. But Daryl's 5th and 6th is what we're trying to look into and analyze with this battle report. And I will have the upper hand in terms of the number of troops and probably also the tech. But this is the closest stat I could find in our state. So this is versus again normal attack damage. So that way we have a baseline of battle between normal attack damage versus a formation that also dishes out normal attack damage. And what better to test it out than your famous Tuner, Nightingale, and Cyclone APC. So as you can see here, we want to check if the range damage for Daryl, which is going to be your damage dealer for this type of formation, will be sufficient enough to kill a lot of enemy troops for you, since I am expecting him to be a good damage dealer since his troop type is ranged. And as you can see here, it's just the 3rd round and the first row, which is Tuner, is almost out. And by the 4th round, look at that damage, guys. A lot of normal attack damage being dished out. It's like 5 or 6 at normal attacks being dished out by a single troop. And that's just because the buffs of your other support heroes kind of add on to Daryl's attack, which means he doesn't just do 1 or 2 or 3 normal attacks, which his skills already do. It also adds on more attacks, which I think I've seen him do 6 in one go. So that's I think the benefit of having, supporting heroes that will buff him up and kind of promote more normal attacks to happen for his squad, because that's where you're gonna get your damage and that's where you're gonna get your kills. So also I wanted to try it out on all SP formation, which is your latter gen, which I think is a good front line for this type of formation, because the latter gen will provide that tankiness for your APC. And those two are the first that I tried. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys like it, and of course learned something from it. I'm excited to try more of this formation. I'll see you guys next time. GG, well played.